This year is about pursuing something great. This year is about the dream that I've had for as long as I can remember. This year is not about showing up. It's about making a statement. Trust me when I say this. The time is now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope you're all well. I'm great. Thank you for asking. We're actually going to start today's video with a sponsor. We've got a first sponsor on the channel, guys, and this is going to be for Surfshark. So Surfshark is a virtual private network. It's actually a very, very, very good one. I think for me, like, the best thing about it is like when you go on holiday, when I travel around, I can just switch the virtual private network to wherever I want to for Netflix, and I'm always can carry on my TV shows wherever I am, because sometimes it doesn't work wherever you go. Another amazing thing is I work a lot with PayPal and Venmo and things like that. So if you are in a different country, you can switch to the country that would allow those to go. For example, sometimes when you're in the Middle East, you have to kind of swap your virtual private network to a different one so you can receive and continue your payments as normal. And there are so many uses of this as a virtual private network. You can use the code Bridgman for 83% off. Which is really, really good. If you guys use virtual private networks already, then I recommend that the user face on this is honestly really, really good. You can download it on your phone, you can get it on your iPad or your Mac as well. So check it out, guys, at Surfshark. And
moving on to our first exercise is going to be a long rope pullover. Now you can get this sort of long rope at @r.shop, but if you haven't got the long rope, what you can do is you can get yourself a normal short one and just let the handle come down, so then you can use 2 of them. And then you get the same effect. Now, the reason why we're going to do that is because you're going to get a much better line of pull. You can already see the difference. If I'm holding this like here, I'm going to finish nice and narrow. Whereas where I've got this, I can open up those nice and wide. And depending how broad you are, how wide your shoulders are, you can really just line up with your lats. So, you know, if you're narrow, you can pull here. If you're wide, you can pull out here. So for me, because I'm absolutely a Boeing 747, I can pull all the way out here. I just made myself laugh at my own shitty joke. And the reason why we're going to do this first, just going to get warm, get heat in the joint, get my lats a little bit flared, controlled, so I'm ready to load them nicely. I'm basically doing as many sets as I need there to feel warm, not to exhaust the muscle, but to make sure it's ready to fucking lift some weight, rather than just going in cold onto a big movement. Like now my joints feel a little bit loose, so my tendons, where I'm still feeling a little bit sore, because I'm just going back into training after a deload. So, you know, you'll know when you're ready. You know, when you're warm, feel like you can really lift now, and I feel like I can really lift now. Let's go. Oh. Right, so big vertical pull down there, one that you can load pretty safely, pretty accurately toward the lat as well. Got to think, if you want to work your full lat, you want to be thinking about your elbow inwards and driving into your pocket, nothing kind of out to the side there. That'll be much more of an upper back movement. I feel like there's probably better upper back movements. And then we move on to an upper back movement, you know, a big horizontal pull. So after doing a big vertical, we want to kind of supplement that with a horizontal press here, which is going to be onto our prime row. Now the reason why I've done this prime row is because, number one, It's not the best T-bar row here. I don't mind it sometimes, but I've used it for a very long time as I just avoided this because I never took the time to set myself up properly, but I've been doing that over the last few weeks, and now I want to bring this in. So not only is this a very, very good upper back movement, but it gives us the ability to manipulate resistance profiles. You guys would have heard me talk about resistance profiles on here many, many times before. We can load the lengthened, middle, and the short range here, which kind of gives us that ability to really, focus on the short range right now and having that drop off as the lat is going to get much, much weaker as we come in, especially after an initial exercise. So that's why we're going to use this. We're going to see how we get on with this year. And that is all there is to it. Jesus. I think I'm setting myself a high barrier to try and beat next week. Oh shit. Bit too heavy again. At that point, I'm failing when the rep is shit. Still feel like strong is still moving. It might even look like it's moving on camera, but you know when you film yourself and then you look back at the rep and you think, it actually wasn't too bad. That's probably how it looked. But once it feels shit and once you feel like you're missing that range of motion, that's me calling the set there, because you can always make up for it in the next set, which is what we're doing. So a few things I want you to note with this lift. First of all, it's going to be, if you've got this handle, 99 times out of 100, it's probably going to be better to work your lats than like a lat pull down. It's going to automatically put you in that semi-supinated neutral position where you can ultimately go through that full range of motion. You can actually get a little bit deeper than if you're going to do a wide grip. Wide grip, ultimately, you're going to be stuck here, which is going to be mostly rhomboids, rear delts, traps, little things like that. Whereas here, we're trying to finish off the lats. I'm going to bring up a bench here so we can put it to a bit more of an optimal position, especially when if you're a tall guy. Like putting this back is actually going to be really, really good, but having that chest support is going to massively help pull you against the position. It's going to help line up the lat a little bit more. You should get a little bit more out of the movement. This is like a real lat pull down, because you're actually using your lats rather than your upper back. I need to get some D handles made, that's what I need to do. Oh, you can see I can't even get short there. That's when you know you're done. Honestly, I would never ever do this again. I would always use D handles over a bar, but it's really difficult to find some D handles in this gym, so that'll do for now. On to biceps. So coming into our first bicep exercise now, what we're focusing on here is working the bicep in a length and range first. All that means is we need to put our shoulder into a state of extension so we can extend the insertion point a little bit here in the bicep. So you can either do this on a behind the back cable curl, you can do this on like a seated what I'm going to do now. Bicep curl, something that naturally puts your shoulders into extension. And then of course you can work from, what is the opposite extension? Flexion. I might be getting this the wrong way around. And then we'll do something in the same extension like a preacher curl. So first of all, don't pick your curls up now, but your dumbbells. So I promised myself I'm going to finish every other session with either abs or calves. I'm just going to alternate them. You hold me accountable, both Andy and the camera. If you don't see abs at the end of a session, say, Josh, where did you do your abs? I need to develop these more. That is the end of the session. I'm happy to be back. I feel that time is now air in the void that is in front of my face, and it's incredible. I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling ready. We're still currently completely natural. You'll probably still be waiting for the steroid video, or maybe it's the next video. It's probably going to be the next video, but I'm still on the right. As of this video, we're on the verge of just waiting for blood work to give us the go-ahead. If the blood work for me is still unacceptable, then I will extend this another 4 weeks. But who knows? I say that with a big smile on my face because we're fucking stupid. We wait till it get good again and we make it bad again. So it is what it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll be back very, very soon. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's different upload days just because we've got the podcast now. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, maybe a Sunday. I can't remember which one it is. 5 p.m. We'll see you there. Peace and love. Bye-bye.